If you've ever been told you're too much or too loud or never serious enough, or if you're the type of person who turns every single awkward silence into a joke,
I got a cheeseburger. Vegans.
then you just might be the Jester brand archetype.
I'm a fucking god, bitch!
Or shooting some headography. No, all of it sounds really dirty.
From Tyler the Creator, who somehow thrives in chaos and turns absurdity into art, or Sabrina Carpenter, who turns her cheeky humor into captivating storytelling, or Stephanie Sue, who somehow keeps you glued to your seat watching a 2-hour true crime video due to her sense of humor and her wit. What makes the Jester archetype so dang magnetic? That is exactly what we're going to dive into today. Today we're going to be covering the Jester's style and aesthetic, the tone and the strategy behind their content, what this archetype looks like in the wild using celebrity examples, and how you too can use the Jester brand archetype inside of your brand archetype fusion. Welcome back to the brand archetype breakdowns, where I decode your favorite celebrities, thought leaders, icons, and influencers through the lens of brand psychology so that you too can create an iconic brand. I'm Iversil Asteria, and I work with creators and thought leaders just like you to break down brand psychology so that you can have a profitable personal brand. Today, we're diving into a highly requested archetype, the Jester brand archetype. The Jester, the joker, the memer, the one that everybody can't seem to forget. The #1 brand archetype that reminds us to stop taking life so seriously. If you love this type of breakdown, make sure to hit that like and subscribe for more. Or if you want all the juicy marketing secrets the celebrities won't tell you, then join my collective newsletter where I send tips and tricks on both the internal and the strategic parts of creating a profitable personal brand. So, what makes the Jester so dang magnetic? Let's get into it.
Then, if you're really a student, you'll know how to package it to where it might be a bit more digestible for folks who's instantly gonna be like, whoa, I don't know what this is.
The Jester's magnetic edge is all about their ability to make people feel. Remember that human softens resistance. It breaks down people's walls. There's a reason why sharing a joke with somebody is the quickest way to become their best friend. It makes you relatable and instantly forgettable. Think back to that one friend we all had in high school or university. That friend that never took anything seriously, but at the same time, you always felt safe to share anything with them. It's because the Jester archetype was woven into their DNA. They didn't take everything so seriously. They're not afraid to share a joke and make light of any situation, but at the same time, they're really good with nuance. They know when to share a joke, and they also know when to hold back, and that is the magic of the Jester. They are the memers within your group chats. They are the ones that never take anything too seriously, but at the same time, they're never making themselves the butt of the joke. They're not here to be the class clown. They're here to make light of tense situations. That is the thing about the Jester. The biggest misconception about the Jester is that if you're the Jester archetype, you're supposed to be the class clown, outrageously funny all of the time. And yes, there are some Jester archetypes that are very big with their Jester aspect of their presence, but not everyone is a dominant Jester. Sometimes in the supporting roles of the Jester, it's less about being outrageous and more about breaking moments of tension with levity. The Jester actually has to be incredibly intelligent. I know there's this misconception that they are the class clown and they take nothing seriously, but your ability to take a situation and make it funny requires you to be witty and clever and intelligent. So I want you to question what you think you know about the Jester and really tune in to some of your favorite people who make light of everything, and at the same time, they know when to do it.
I have a thing where I'm like, create like a child and just edit like a scientist.
The first person I can think of when I think about the Jester archetype in its dominant and most powerful form would be Tyler the Creator. He's quirky, he's eccentric, he never takes himself or anything too seriously, but he also knows how to use his presence and how to use the Jester archetype in an empowering way, not in a disempowering way. Tyler, the Creator, has an ability to toe the line between absolute nonsense and pure artistry. And that ability to toe that line exactly the way he does it is what makes him so iconic. Let's get real. Is he everybody's cup of tea? Definitely not. But your job when you are being a leader, when you are here to be an icon, is not to be everyone's cup of tea. If you're trying to please everybody, you will please no one and no one will like you because you'll never actually be authentic. From the way that he dresses to the way that he communicates within his interviews, everything about him is always reiterating this fact that he doesn't take anything too seriously, but just because he makes a joke out of a lot of things doesn't mean he's not incredibly intelligent, and it doesn't mean he's not evaluating the situation and has a lot of thought put in. His ability to take these complex ideas and thoughts and his creativity and make a joke out of it is what makes him so magnetic. Tyler, the Creator, uses his Jester dominant archetype to turn unpredictability into influence and entertainment into cultural impact. And this is why he's made it so big, being the Jester archetype.
Who are you?
Tyler, the Creator. Also known as Thick Daddy 27. I have nothing cool to do.
Tyler, the Creator, is the Jester turned all the way up. He's quirky, he's unapologetically himself, and he's not afraid to take center stage and be the one-man show. But what about the celebrities and icons that have the Jester in their archetype, but it's not their dominant archetype? Let's take a look at two celebrities that you would never guess that also have the Jester archetype in their brand archetype fusion.
I'm a fucking god, bitch!
It's like my tongue now is trying to like revert back into my throat.
I know, yeah.
If the dominant archetype of the Jester is the entertainer, what does the Jester look like on more of a supporting and hidden role? Instead of being known as the unconventional, quirky icon, the Jester as a hidden role shows up more as the connector. It's those sarcastic one-liners in the middle of an interview, that flirty wink that makes everybody feel like you're in on an inside joke together. It's a layer of humor that makes your brand more approachable. Let's take a look at Stephanie Sue. She's sarcastic, she's witty, she's just that little bit of funny that makes you be able to sit through a 2-hour video without feeling like everything she's saying is just a little too heavy. Even though she's overloading you with lots of information about her stories, she doesn't feel like a stiff scripted newscaster delivering information. Instead, she adds playful remarks that shows her personality so you connect with her along with connecting with the story at the same time. The Jester within her brand archetype is what makes her content binge-worthy. It lessens the heaviness and it gives her audience room to breathe. Then we have Sabrina Carpenter. She brings the Jester in a different way. You can always catch her saying some random offhanded comment or sharing a quick joke between her songs. Even when she slips and falls, she plays it off like you two just shared a joke together. Both Stephanie Sue and Sabrina Carpenter are not dominant Jester archetypes, but they have the Jester woven into the brand archetype fusion, which makes them more relatable, it makes them more human, and it makes you feel more comfortable between you and them. Tyler, the Creator, shows us what happens when you are the embodiment of the Jester. Stephanie Sue and Sabrina Carpenter show us what happens when the Jester is woven into your brand archetype, but it's not the dominant archetype. But here's the catch. The Jester archetype is not all laughs and giggles. The same energy that makes you unforgettable is the same energy that can make you easily forgettable, or worse, straight up cringe. Now here is the thing with the Jester archetype. When it works, it works. You are straight up magnetic. You are the owner of the room. All eyes are on you and everybody feels comfortable with you. But when the Jester archetype breaks a few different rules, it becomes very cringe and everybody wants you out of the room. And we have all seen these moments. The moment when your joke falls flat, or where you say something that's no longer funny, it's just inappropriate, or the brand that tries so hard to be memorable that it loses all credibility. Here are 5 common things if you're the Jester archetype I want you to pay attention to. Number 1, do not force it. When your jokes are too forced, they're no longer funny. Keep things light, keep things simple. It doesn't mean that your jokes shouldn't be well thought out, but make sure that you're not trying to force it. Humor that feels too staged is no longer funny. Number 2, do not hide behind your jokes. Use your humor to connect with others, not to deflect. Your audience will notice when you're deflecting instead of actually trying to connect. Number 3, don't overdo it. Remember that the Jester thrives in that separation between tension and levity. So if all the time and everything's a joke, then nothing's funny anymore. But if you take moments of deep tension and then lighten the mood, it's that contrast of deep, heavy emotions to light emotions that people are really magnetized to. So play within that and don't overdo it. Number 4, do not ignore context. Humor at the right time is super funny. But when you use humor at the wrong time, your brand just looks tone deaf. And number 5, don't play it too safe. The Jester does not thrive when you beat around the bush. Either go directly for exactly what you want to say or don't commit to it at all. All right, we are going to wrap this up. If you want to turn your personality into profit, this is the Brand Archetype Breakdown series, where I decode your favorite celebrities, thought leaders, influencers, and icons through the lens of brand psychology so that you too can create an irresistible brand. And that's a wrap for today. I'm Iris Celestera, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.